Here's a quick video of my installation at the Change show at the Magnes Museum. We are at the very end of our day here. We had 5 visual artists and 5 performing artists who were performing earlier today for this one-day show. So my work is called, the series is called Burn Line, and it's about the LA wildfires and the theme of change and loss. So what I have here are a new photographic technique I made called Pyrotypes. So these are photographs that have been engraved into pieces of wood, and then the wood was converted into charcoal. And the conversion to charcoal, it's called pyrolysis, so I call these pyrotypes. And what they are images of are things that were lost in the wildfires. So this is a, you can see it's a face. It is a picture of a terracotta bust that my friend who's lost their family home of 60 years in Camarillo in the mountain fire in November 2024. This is a picture of a terracotta bust that her dad made of her when she was young, and it's partially survived the fire. It was damaged in the fire, but because it was terracotta, it survived the heat. And this is also from that house. I call this Lost Art. So it is a picture of the living room wall, and there's a short story here explaining that the house was full of all kinds of art. So you can't really make out the art in great detail, but you can get a sense that there's a series of objects on the wall. And this one is a menorah, a Hanukkah menorah from Chabad of Pacific Palisades. So it's a photograph of the menorah from a year ago, right before the fires. And during the fires, it was damaged, but not totally destroyed. And later they restored it. And this is a pair of shoes that were lost in the fires in January in Altadena, the Eaton fire. And my friend Emi Takahara gave me this picture and has this story about the meaning of the shoes for her that she had customized. And yeah, my goal is to not just document the fires, but present a process that makes the viewer look more carefully and have to use their imagination a little more. And my hope is that people can engage with the emotional content of people losing their homes and whole communities being lost. And I include a couple of photographs that I took in the fire damage area. So this is from the Altadena area that I shot in August. And it's Spirits. It is a liquor store, the sign of a liquor store that had burned down, and the sign had fallen, was on the ground. And this is from Pacific Palisades. I was there in April this year, and it's a typical scene where only the fireplace is left, and I include the fencing around there, and in the shot you can see the barren hills where so many trees were burned and some others survived. So again, the series is called Burn Line, and this show is a one-day exhibition, but I'll have some of these images in a show at the Harvey Milk Photo Center in January, and hope to do more exhibitions next year in 2026. All right, thanks for watching.